I was starting this little, something like community gang resistance is basically, called CGP, which means the Cross of God's Power. It's from YMDR, but it's from the other side of YMDR, which is Yo Movement Dedicated Rebels. Yeah, that's one. I feel like that's one way that can kind of reach some people who are children and youth and stuff like that, because what it entails is just you get a lot of information, that can impact the youth about things and how, the choices that they make, are valuable, and if they, value, wanting to do the things that they do, they should never be put into predicaments where they have to, be murdered because they chose to have different concepts.
What do you think our kids are searching for just because they're joining the gang? Like, is it the lack of leadership as an older men or grown men, or I would say uncles? What are the young men searching for? The young man searching for has to join the gang to feel like he a part of something, or is it lack of family, trust? What is it?
I really feel like a lot of that can be, what is it?
Is it obsession?
Exceptions. Like sometimes, like when you don't have a role model in your life that I guess can give you a better outlook or a better outcome on things, you usually cling to the one that is right there in your proximity. That's usually the one that is
a little bit older, but he's doing what you want to do.
He's doing what you want to do, and I mean, and you look up to him, so like that's why you just are doing it, because he's the one that is showing you that. And some,
is there a program like that out there? It's like Big Brother, Little Brother, or something like that. Because like growing up, I did have a bunch of little brothers. I'm the youngest brother of mine.
Yeah.
But I did have a bunch of little brothers. What I mean by that is like it's a bunch of young dudes that I just hung around just to make sure they didn't do nothing bad.
Yeah.
And I always kept them out of trouble, or I always kept them in the gym, or going to go buy them stuff that they can't afford, because they buying school lunch themselves because they can't afford it. I don't know. Is there a program out there? Please contact us, because we need to spread some more knowledge on that.
And definitely right now, like those programs could be out there. Me being the person I am, I have to search. Probably got to search a little more to find those ones and stuff like that.
So when you join the gang or something like that, sometimes you get trapped in the ways, things go, and like, what if I want to change my way? You think gang members can value my opinion on what I want to do?
Yeah,
with my life, like, oh yeah, bro, we better go rob this. Oh no, I'm good, bro. I'm about to go over here and sell some water bottles, bro. I'm good. Oh nah, bro, we do this. You not with the gang no more? Like what? Can gang members value my opinion? You know what I mean? If I say something, you think that it's possible for people to value your opinion? Because like a lot of people don't value image or what I want to say, or my beliefs, or religion.
I feel like a gang member can, in his mind, like actually like notice and like realize that another person has a different walk of life. But I think they also just like, because of the fact that they might be thinking of it like that's a big loss, because of the simple fact that that person isn't doing what they usually was doing, usually being involved in these little things that they were in. And that can, when you do that for a long time, like that can make the person feel like, well, oh dude, like you're not with us no more. Like they look at that like, that's almost like a stab to the face, because like you've been there for so long and you've been doing it for real. So why is it any different now? It's like, well, it's like, because there are moments where people just change and they just have different perspectives on things, and they're not really trying to continuously be in things like that. And so it can take some time for, like, I think a gang member to understand those aspects of, like, somebody changing their mind indefinitely, just because of the fact that, you know, there's been some scenarios, like, especially when it came to my brother. Like, my brother was in a gang, and he had to deal with a lot of people who definitely, when he wanted to change his ways, like, they wasn't having that. Like, they just, that homie had, he got killed just because they wasn't feeling that. So I feel like it takes some time. Yeah.
Sorry for the tech. I want to shoot another pod, so let me clear some space on some of these cards. But I'm gonna leave this last question for y'all to comment, and I'm gonna leave my boy Controversy to answer his. The question is, what is your mindset on?
I would say my mind is set on something that is for a greater purpose. God is kind of like tweaking just a lot of things in my spirit and my mind to kind of make me somebody who is trying to just make something that is very purposeful, you know, to just helping people in many ways. And so I think, like, he's just giving me a sense to kind of just be out here and try to be a light and stuff like that to people. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things that can come in the barriers of that when you're trying to be a different or a better spirit in that situation. But I think it's a very awakening situation, you know, like, because a lot of people, when they used to do the things that they do, you know, sometimes they get in a mode where they're just too afraid to kind of be that. Like, my mind is set on the reality of just moving forward to what God wants me to do in these times, and kind of just allowing that to be something that can be helpful to people, and hopefully be something that can edify people in the walks of life that they have, or how they're doing their walks of life. So yeah, that's ultimately what it is, man. Hopefully it's giving people some ideas to, you know, find some better things in their lives, and give them just some better, you know, clarity to things, and hope it just is helpful.
Thank you for that, man.
No problemo, man. No problemo.
Let's come back to the pod. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah.
And Chief Find Out, Controversy, make sure you follow up.
Yeah.
We got some new music coming. I got a music video dropping.
Yes.
I got stuff coming, man.
The mixtape, Underground Fever. I got coming as well.
Oh, hey.
Underground Fever. You feel me?
Out here first.
We out here, man.
Midwest Rift, man.